Well, one thing is for certain. One thing is definitely for certain. Sony is definitely not going anywhere when it comes to hardware. That is for sure. Now, whether or not this particular the hardware they're going for is going to be traditional or like Roku boxes, right, in the future. I mean, they're talking about PS8, 9, and 10, and 7, right? We don't really know how this whole streaming thing is really going to play out, but you know, best believe there's going to be some hardware definitely in the, in the mix here. What's going on? Big Cloud here, back again with another video. So if you guys did not hear, Sony has legit trademarked the PlayStation 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and hell, even the PlayStation 10 in Japan. Now, this is actually nothing new. A company usually trademarks the next iteration of a system when a new one's about to launch. However, if I remember correctly, this is the very first time where multiple next-gen systems have been trademarked with the release of a new one getting ready to drop very, very soon. According to this, now they did go a little bit back in time with this. They went back to PS2. They said the PS2 was trademarked in 1999 and that launched in 2000. PlayStation 3 was trademarked in 2005 and released in 2006. And of course, PS4 was trademarked in 2006 and came out in 2013. So obviously, they say right here that we won't see PS6, 7, 8, or 9 or 10 for a while, but you know, again, whether or not these systems are going to be traditional, a little hard to really say because, again, we don't really know how the market's going to react to streaming. We don't know how that's going to take off or how that's going to affect anything. But best believe it's, they're still going to be in the hardware, so to speak, when it comes to these systems. So that's cool. It's cool to see that they're still doing it. I don't really know what to say because there's not really much you can say. They just trademarked the names of all these particular systems. So that's cool. No weird code names, just literally going to be called PlayStation 10, PlayStation 9, PlayStation 10. So there you go. Which is interesting. They still kept the PlayStation. No new name changes. So cool. But yeah, there you go. There you go. They're actually planning this out pretty good for their future. Again, whether these are going to be traditional, very, very hard to say, but they're definitely going to be doing something. I would definitely say they're going to get with the times and a lot of these stuff, you know? I mean, we're talking about Google-assisted AI helpers for PS5, for God's sakes, right? You know, you have a PlayStation assistant, and we're still waiting on details about that, on how that's going to work and how that's going to affect games. Obviously, if we go back to Google Stadia's event, Google Stadia gave you a good, fair representation of what you're going to get with the actual assistant and how it's going to affect games. Like, it shows you stuff in the game. But again, you don't really know what's really going to affect, like how it's going to affect the actual games on PlayStation 5 itself. You know, we don't know how that's really going to do it. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. We're getting closer. We're getting more details. More news is going to drop. So, yeah. Now, to end this video off, I want to go back a little bit here. So on the RGT podcast, we talked about a rumor that was circulating for PlayStation Vue. It turns out that is indeed true. PlayStation Vue will indeed be sold off by Sony. They will no longer be carrying this. Now, as far as their actual business as a whole, they didn't really talk about like getting out of the business or selling that, but they are going dark on PlayStation Vue. So PlayStation Vue will indeed be shut down. And it's kind of crazy to a lot of people, especially according to this article, because they signed a deal with Disney to keep certain key channels on Vue. But the problem is, though, they don't really see the value in it since more people are into on-demand services. You know what I'm saying? They're like looking more into Hulu or Netflix or whatnot. So therefore, they don't really see the value in keeping Vue available at this time. And they also talked about AT&T has been just bleeding their customers dry to try to keep some of these channels up here by, you know, upping the costs. And I guess Sony doesn't really want to go down that route when it comes to PlayStation Vue. So PlayStation Vue will indeed no longer be a thing coming January 2020. And, well, that's pretty telling. So there you guys go. Let me know what you guys think about all this news in the comment section below. I'm definitely going to get on out of here, play some games, but I appreciate everybody's support. I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all be blessed, y'all be easy, and until next time, y'all keep it gaming. This is Big Cloud signing out.